Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com, and in this video we're going to be answering the question, how much can I add to my factory electrical? If you don't want to upgrade your electrical in your vehicle, your battery, your alternator, anything like that, how much can I add to that and still be okay? But first, my name is Jonathan Price, owner and operator of downforsoundshop.com and this YouTube channel, which is two of the fastest growing things in car audio. If you will, hit that subscribe button and enable notifications so you know every time we drop a video, and you'll get it sent to your inbox and you'll be able to check it out first. All right, so let's get into this, and there's gonna be a range on this because say a person has a Honda Civic or a diesel truck. A Honda Civic's not gonna have the same electrical as a big diesel truck. Big diesel truck's gonna have upwards of two 240 amp alternators and dual batteries under the hood from the factory. I've seen this. So obviously that can withstand probably a 5,000 watt system or up to it, pretty close to it, if you have a big diesel truck. But if you have a more standard vehicle like a, I don't know, Honda Accord or something that's going to have a 80 to 100 to 120 amp alternator, you're going to be wanting to stay around 1,000 watts max. I would say maybe 1,000 watts to 1,500 watts, somewhere in there. So an example of a system that you could add as a additional, like to get you a little bit more low-end extension, a little bit more bass than your factory system that you have in there, you could add something like this. This is obviously just an example. We were just shooting this in a video, so I was like, we could use this as an example. It's a great subwoofer. This subwoofer is rated at 600 watts RMS. You could get this in if you wanted to run it, and also it depends on what ohm load that you're running your system at, because this amplifier right here, the JP8, it will do almost 2,000 watts at half ohm. There is a half ohm warranty option. At 1 ohm it does 11 or 1200 watts, and then at 2 ohm it does around 700 to 800 watts. So very powerful, budget friendly amplifier. You're getting a ton of value here. So but the less power that you make an amplifier put out, the less draw it's having on your electrical. So whereas these are very rough numbers, whereas say you had this wired to a 2 ohm load, say 2 ohm, it would be putting out around 700, 800 watts. We'll call that a 70 or 80 amp draw to be safe. 70 or 80 amp draw. If we had it wired at 1 ohm and it was putting out 1100 to 1200 watts, it would be pulling over 100 amps of current. Again, this is like putting you in the safe zone of your power pool. So that's gonna, obviously the lower you strap it down, the lower you drop the ohm load, the more power it's gonna be requesting of your electrical. So if you wanted it to request less power of your electrical system in your factory vehicle, you could get this subwoofer in a dual 4, and you can wire it at 2 ohm. The amplifier is going to run cooler. It's not going to pull as much power, but it's obviously going to, since it's putting out less power, it's going to be putting out less power to the subwoofer, and it's not going to be quite as loud. If the trade-off is if you wire this to 1 ohm and it's putting out 11 or 1200 watts, the subwoofer is going to be moving more, but it's going to put a little bit more strain on the amplifier, and it's going to be pulling more on your electrical. It's going to be louder because you're getting more power. Again, it depends on how beefy your electrical is from your factory setup, but that's kind of a range from a basic car like a Honda Civic or Accord or something like that, where it's going to have like a smaller alternator on there, and then a big diesel truck is going to have dual alternators, dual batteries. You could deal with putting a lot bigger system in there. So anyway, I hope this information has found you well. If you have any questions regarding car audio, drop them in the comments below and we'll try to answer them for you. See you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Life of Price, and also Down for Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm JPD4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.